Alam mo, una kong pinag-ipunan, plaka. Siyempre, bata ka, di ba nag-ipong allowance mo? Right now, what comes to mind was, ang una kong nabili was plaka. I had this talk with my mom. At sinabi ko sa kanya, Mom, I'm going to go full-time showbiz. Sabi niya, know this, once na ikaw ay mag-decide na ganyan, pumunta ka dyan sa landas, you're on your own. Doesn't mean that you don't get it now, you won't get it later. For me, it was never about making it big. It was about making it last. I always believe na success is number of failures before you get to where you want. Success is it's really a journey.
Okay guys, sobrang excited tayo sa araw na ito. Siyempre, ito yung mga kwentong iponaryo. Sa kwentong iponaryo na ito, pag-uusapan po natin ang mga buhay ng mga taong talagang naniniwala sa konsepto ng pag-iipon. Paano sila nagsimula? Paano nabago ang kanilang buhay sa pag-iipon? At not only that, ano na ang kanilang mga ginagawa ngayon? Ang unang, siyempre, sa episode natin na ito ay sobra akong excited na nakasama ko to nung 1987. Hindi ko na sabihin kung ilang taon na kami, no? Pero kaya nang bahala ang humusga kung ilang taon na kami. Pero ito nga, sobrang sikat na sikat talaga. At syempre naman, siya po yung nagpasikat ng mga kantang 3.25. Marami pa. At syempre na siya yung talagang tinitilian ng mga kolehiyala hanggang ngayon. Oo, nako, hanggang ngayon. Talagang ito yung isang nakita ko na hindi siya number one, na tumanda, yung itsura. Pangalawa, hindi rin siya nagbabago ang kanyang pag-uugali. So, wag na natin patagalin. Let us welcome Mr. Ding Dong Avansado! Yes!
Maraming salamat sa magandang introduction, Chinks. Thank you so much. It's nice seeing you.
Oh, grabe. Talagang, if we look back, no?
Yung kinikwento mo nga kanina, yung mga, yung ilang taon ng dinaan natin, tsaka yung simula natin, 1987. Daming nag-flashback sa akin lingid sa kaalaman siguro ng mga viewers mo na, Chinky was one of my first producers when I actually did concerts sa live music scene. Sa Rumors pa ata yun, di ba?
Hindi ko makalimutan, Love Struck.
Love Struck, yeah.
Ay, grabe yun.
Yeah, that was one of the shows before I had my major show sa Rizal Theater.
Yeah, yung parang starting pa lang during that time si Ding Dong, and I saw really potential na talagang sobra. At saka siya yung nagpauso ng mga college jacket.
Yung jacket na yan. Munti ko nga suotin ngayon, kaso medyo mainit. Pero nagsusuot pa rin ako paminsan-minsan.
Pero grabe talaga, no? Grabe, Ding Dong na, ever since that we met during that time, up to right now, you never age.
Hindi naman never age. But of course, we all age.
Yung looks mo At saka yung build.
But thank you. Genes na yan. Blessed with those genes. I mean, if you look at my family, hindi rin, pag tinignan mo yung mga, parents ko, they don't look their age also.
Talaga?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Well, anyway, ito lang, since we're talking about yun nga, yung family, we just want to know, how did you get started, di ba? Yung childhood mo, can you please tell us more about it?
Galing ako sa pamilya ng mga, abogado, politiko, doktor, sa father side ko naman. Sa mother side ko, mga public servants. I come from yung family ko sa mother side. Yung lolo ko noon, governor at saka congressman ng Samar. Yeah. So I grew up in a political family. Mga Veloso, the Veloso clan. So I was exposed to people at a very early age because ang lolo ko, wala siyang anak na lalaki. 3 babae ang magkakapatid ang mami ko. So, nung lumabas ako, syempre excited siya. Lagi akong kasama. Kaya nga, junior niya ako. Pangalan ko talaga. Kaya Fernando. Lolo ko kasi was Fernando. So, first, Fernando Veloso siya. So, yun. Ganun ang childhood ko. Na bata pa lang ako, marami na akong kilala. Mga politiko, sinasama ako sa mga caucuses niya. Yung mga congressman na iba, kakilala ko. Mga mayor, ganyan. The attention was focused on me. I would say, a lot. On both sides, because even sa father side ko, ako rin ang unang apo.
So, name reveal tayo. Ang kilala namin, ikaw, hanggang ngayon, alam ko, Ding Dong Avansado ka. Ano yung talagang tunay mong pangalan?
Fernando Veloso Avansado.
Paano naman naging Ding Dong?
Alam mo, nanay ko kasi, tinanong ko rin yan bakit ba Ding Dong pinangalan mo sa akin? Kasi nung time na yun, ang lolo ko kasi ang nickname Nanding. Ang lolo ko sa father side, ang nickname is Ding. Uso yung mga pangalang Bongbong, Bingbong. Tapos yung that time, ito narinig ko from my grandmother na si the late Justice Dingdong Tehanki.
Oh.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Claudio Tehanki.
Oh.
Nung time na yon, his nickname was Dingdong. So, ang ano sa kanila, it stuck with them. Nung nanganak ako, yun, naisip nila, Dingdong. Mga cute names eh. Bingbong, di ba? Bongbong.
So, would you say na you carried that name also when you were in showbiz? Yan yung ano?
Yeah, we were, fun fact, Chinks, no? Meron talagang time na they wanted to change my name. When
Nung showbiz,
when I entered show business, ang ano talaga nila, babaguhin sana yung pangalan ko. Pero, as fate would have it, God's will, ika nga, na I stuck with my real name. Pero, nung nag-umpisa ako noon, my manager din, ang discoverer ko, si Roxanne Lapus
Okay.
of SRO, no? She was looking at wanting to change my name. In fact, they attempted na nga eh.
Kaya nga, anong pangalan dapat ang papalitan?
Easy ang pangalan. Easy Avanzado.
Easy.
Bakit easy? Kasi sabi nila parang, I'm so easy on the eyes. Parang,
pleasant.
parang ang gaan tingnan, madaling so easy Avanzado. Basta natawa ka kay Ogie kung ano yung pangalan niya noon.
Ano, sige nga.
Si Ogie, nung gustong palitan yung pangalan, kasi si Ogie, di ba, Herminio? Ogie.
Ogie Alcacid to ha, Ogie
Halos sabay kami dahil magkakasama kami niyan eh. Si Ogie nung bato-bato. Hunk talaga siya, ganun. So sabi nila, hindi bagay yung Ogie pangalan mo, ganun. So, alam mo, pinalitan nila, ang pangalan niya, Rock. The Rock. Rock Alcacid. Hindi ako seryoso ha, talagang yun ang pangalan, talagang buti na lang, as fate would have it, na iba yun. Ako naman ang reason kung bakit that time ilo-launch ako sa Itbulaga. There was this parang portion, yung mga up and coming stars. Meron kaming portion. So in-interview, they will introduce me the first time sa public. Tinanong ako nung EP noon, so ano nang pangalan lalagay namin? Wala yung manager ko noon. So nung nag-uusap kami, finally sinabi ko, lagay yung Dingdong.
Dapat easy yung ding.
Kasi I was in between names eh.
Oo nga.
Pero talagang hindi ko talaga masakyan yung easy eh.
Talking about names, no? Alam mo ba yung pangalan kong Chinky? Sino pangalan sa akin?
Si Randy?
Si Randy. Kasi nga, when I was breaking into showbiz naman during that time, Howie Boy ako ni Randy eh.
Yeah.
Sabi niya, tinignan ako. Naku, kung pangalan mo, yung dadalhin mo, hindi ka makaalala ng tao. Tinignan niya ako from head to toe eh. Sabi niya, Chinky ka.
Ano yung real name mo?
Naku.
Sabihin mo na sa kanila.
Magbubukingan na tayo dito. Ikaw ano?
Fernando ko.
Ako Ferdinand.
Ferdinand.
Di ba?
Ferdinand.
Ferdinand.
Tama. Yep, tama.
Grabe. Right now, let's go back naman. No? I want you to bring you back. I don't know if you agree with this statement. How you were raised when you were young, kung paano ka pinalaki nung bata ka, ang laki ng effect ng pananaw mo sa buhay ngayon.
Definitely. I mean, as I look back, I always say that the things that I saw growing up or that was taught to me growing up helped form kung ano ako ngayon. Parang sponge yung utak ng bata eh.
Tama.
You absorb everything. I think I learned this from a pastor who told me na yung toddler age hanggang about 12 years old, ang mga bata, doon na siya shape yung ideas nila, yung beliefs nila. So that's very important na during that time, nag-guide mo sila at saka tama yung values na ini-inject mo sa mga bata.
Kaya nga, ito nga, going back there, no, I want to focus on the area of finance, yung pera. Yun nga, what you heard, what you saw, what you experienced when you were young forms your money value and money mindset. So para sa'yo, nung bata ka, madali ba kumita ng pera o mahirap kumita ng pera nung panahon nyo? Yung para sa family nyo.
Sa family ko, we were blessed, no? Our family was not into a business kind of mindset. We were never into that. But, the value of money was always naman being taught to us. Di naman kami masasabing maluho, but we had our, comfort, di ba? Mga biyaya, so to speak.
So in other words, yun nga, nakakaluwag-luwag din ng konti nung
Oo.
oo. Pero siya, despite of that, kayo ba ay naturuan ka ba na mag-ipon nung ikaw ay bata?
Laging sinasabi yon na mag-ipon. Pero, yun nga, yung negosyo lang part, hindi talaga kami manegosyo. Lalo na ako, artist, hindi kami. Kasi nga, di ba, look, mga ano kami, mga public service, mga ano kami,
Career people.
career people eh. Oo. Pero, the value of money and yung saving, investing in, real estate and all, or alahas.
Hindi,
mga
bata
ganyan.
ka pa nun eh. Siyempre, bata ka pa nun. If I can bring you back nung bata ka pa,
Oo.
'di ba? Ano yung pinakaunang umpisa mo nung nag-ipon ka at saka ano yung feeling nung nakaipon ka na at anong binili mo nung nakaipon ka?
I think, alam mo, una kong pinag-ipunan, plaka.
Ha?
Hindi, syempre bata ka, di ba nag-ipong allowance mo?
Oo.
Right now, what comes to mind was, ang una kong nabili was plaka when I was still young. Wala pa ako sa showbiz na to. Unang plaka ko ata was
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Tama ka. Off the wall. Yun ang
Oo.
una kong binili ata na plaka na sarili kong pera. After that, nung nasa showbiz ako, actually, ang una kong purchase na malaki was a car.
Oh.
Oo. Nung
Yun nga.
shooting na tayo noon, bumili ako ng kotse.
So since we're talking about kasi career people kayo eh, 'di ba, yung family nyo. Di ba against yung family mo na nag-artista ka kasi parang medyo
Medyo. I will not lie. Kasi at that time, I was in college. I was taking up political science. But they knew already that hilig ko talaga ang music kasi nagkundira na ako sa Lasal eh. But they always emphasized the value of education. Tapusin mo yung pag-aaral mo, ganyan. Kaso lang at that time, I felt like, of course, I valued my education, pero parang sa school, parang I was kinda, quote-unquote, lost. Parang I could not see where I was going with it. Well, like I said, I grew up in a family of politicians or public servants. I could not, at that time, hindi ko pa nakikita yung sarili ko na magiging ganon.
Politician,
or,
oo.
siguro abogado kasi nga political science, that was a possibility for me. And I loved history, yung mga subjects na gusto ko, medyo related to pwedeng sa law, di ba? Tsaka mga law subjects. Nagme-major na ako ng political science when I got discovered. I remember I had this talk with my mom. At sinabi ko sa kanya, Ma'am, I'm going to go full-time showbiz. Sabi niya, gusto ko lang maliwanag tayo. Sabi niya sa akin, I respect your decision, but know this, once na ikaw ay mag-decide na ganyan at pumunta ka dyan sa landas, you're on your own. Sabi niya, I'm not gonna pay for your education anymore. Pag decide kang bumalik sa school, ikaw na ang bahala. I think that's what her way of just saying na you be responsible, di ba?
Tama.
But it turned out well. Kasi at that time, my grandparents were still alive. Tanong sila, why will I
Enter showbiz.
enter showbiz and all. And sabi ko, parang if I pass this up, sayang naman. Pero parang ang kanila is, wala pa namang nangyayari
Assurance.
sa'yo, di ba? Ba't ka aalis na sa school? But sabi ko, at that time,
So hindi ka nakapagtapos?
then nagtapos ako. Tinapos ko, pero distance learning na. After, many years after. Because that was my, promise ko sa grandmother ko yan eh. And I'm glad that I did finish. I graduated with a degree in political science. But yon, nung time na yon, it was also, may mga risk factors yan eh. But if it doesn't work, then sabi ko, I can always go back to school.
Kailan ka pumasok ng showbiz?
1987.
Ay, 87 din.
Early 1987, siyempre sa TV muna ako ginest. Ang first guesting ko noon was Penthouse Live kay Shoni Martin and Pops. And then, everything happened so fast for me in 1987.
So in other words, mabilis ang
yung
pagpapakilala
ascent,
sa'yo.
that 1987, like I said, was a blessing. And I think much of that was also riding that momentum. Kasi nung time na yon, ang dami kong mga nilalabas na noon ay kumanta ako ng theme song ng movie ni Herbert Bautista, yung Puto. Yun, nakilala kagad ako noon kasi lahat ng TV guesting.
Oo, ikaw yun eh.
Sa akala nila ako si Puto nung lumalabas ako sa mga TV, sa mga barangay.
Oo, tawag sa'yo Puto.
Si Puto, dun yun. So, and then, I would guest on TV. Siyempre, nung time na yun, pag nag-guest ka sa TV, buong kanta, nakakanta mo eh.
At saka hindi yun. During that time, ang TV, ang social media.
Yeah, I was blessed at that time na all of those things fell into place. And then, my first single, became a hit, which was Ikaw Lamang,
Oo.
yung maxi single. Then after that, siyempre nag-album na ako, yung 325, and the rest was history. Alam mo, it's also, there's such a thing as timing. I mean, even now, when I tell my daughter, kasi she's also into music, si Jada, sabi ko, hindi lahat kaagad will come to you. Depende, timing yan. And she understands it. When, for those who are watching out there, it doesn't mean that you don't get it now, you won't get it later.
Yeah.
There are so many people, iba-iba ang life story nila, iba-iba ang journey nila. Sometimes, yung iba, mabilis talaga, pero yung iba, it comes in late. Yung iba naman, ang bilis ng taas, biglang nawawala naman. Eh ako, Chinks, it was never about making it big. It was about making it last.
Wow.
So,
Galing,
many years after, I've been more than 36 years in the music industry, I'm still around.
Siguro dapat kapulutan natin ng aral yan na sinabi mo. Hindi dapat lang magpasikat Hindi to pabilisan, pasikatan, pang matagalan to.
If you want, that's what you want. I mean, you love your music. Kasi ako, I love the craft. I don't feel like I'm working. I mean, yeah, it's work. It's hard work. But because you love what you do, you feel like you're not working in a day in your life. It's just that God allowed me to make money dun sa kung ano yung gusto kong gawin.
Tama. Yun naman sikreto
Pero ang pinakamaganda dito, Chinks, kasi even sa iba, after a while, kasi we have our struggles, we have our issues sa sarili natin at the end of the day. Ano bang purpose ko sa mundong ito? Saan ba ako dapat? But the best thing is when you find out what your purpose is.
Oo, yung calling mo.
Oo, di ba? Yung calling mo. And ako, dun ko nakita kasi I always, ask for God's guidance and I always ask for wisdom for Him to show me kung saan talaga yung dapat. Minsan kasi, tigas ang ulo natin, pinipilit natin kahit hindi naman talaga dapat.
Totoo.
So you just submit it to God and then you really commit yourself to prayer and discernment. And then later on, you'll find that inner peace. Dito talaga ako nilagay ni Lord. And then you realize, kaya pala niya ako binigyan ng ganitong gift, para dito.
Ayun, talking about that, kasi I'm sure may nakikinig at nanonood ngayon. Paano ko malalaman yung calling ko? Paano ko malalaman ang purpose ko?
It's a process You don't realize parang one day, parang ito lang, itong calling ko. Hindi yung sarili. Iba yung pakiramdam mo, iba yung sa'yo nangyayari. But of course, it starts with, God kasi blesses us with certain gifts, right? Traits, characteristics. And you learn, what did God bless me with? So, it starts with appreciating your blessings. Diba? Instead of always focusing on what you don't have, focus on what you have and see how you can maximize those things that you have. And then you learn to be content. Diba? That's where you find peace. When you're younger, talaga ang tendency mo talaga dyan is, marami kang gustong gawin sa buhay mo. Try this, try that, which is okay. I mean, you want to try
experiment,
Yeah, but that's why it's also important, Chinky. During that time that you're finding yourself, it's also good that you develop a foundation that is built on faith and in God. Diba? Because kasama yun Because pag ikaw lang nagde-decide ng sarili,
palpak.
Hindi lang sa palpak, pero parang lagi, ano bang gagawin ko? Ang gulo, parang wala kang peace of mind o wala kang direksyon. Whereas if you anchor yourself on the Word of God and yung applications noon sa buhay mo, paano mo i-apply, it will be revealed to you over time.
So, right now, let's talk about yung naman. Siyempre, lahat parang ganda ng takbo, pero I'm sure may challenges ka ring na-experience nung nag-showbiz ka. Ano yung challenge na hindi mo makakalimutan?
Sa challenges, ang dami. Chings, kasi, not, like I said kanina, not everything comes your way the way you want it. I always believe na success is number of failures before you get to where you want. Success is it's really a journey.
Kaya nga, mga failures mo? Ano yung mga failures na experience?
Well, I don't dwell kasi on failures. Negative energy yun Ayoko na it'll drag you down. And isa pa yan trying to blame others for your failures, di ba? Or something. Hindi. Minsan, kahit paano, there are factors there, but ultimately, ikaw nagde-decide Diba? And there are reasons why things like that happen. But like with challenges, there's so many challenges. Like there were some concerts na gusto mo sana natuloy nito, hindi natuloy, or merong yung mga shows na hindi, kasi hindi tinao, may mga ganon, di ba? You experience that.
Ay, ang
Hindi
hirap
naman
nun, ha?
ako. Oo.
Hindi, mahirap yun, guys, na nagpa-perform ka, tapos walang masyado. Na-experience mo
Oh,
yun?
yeah. But you know what, Chings? Those shows na hindi masyadong tao are probably one of the best performances of my life. Kasi, ano yan eh, and it's an ability that you develop as you grow as an artist, na you have to shut that off eh. Yung apektado ka kung ilan ang tao na nandun. Dapat hindi eh. Regardless kung isa lang yan, or 1,000, or 1,000,000, ganun pa rin ang quality ng performance mo. Because that person, whoever that person was, went there to see, gave his time and his money to watch you
Wow.
perform. And always yan ang calling card mo eh. Kasi after that, uuwi yan sa kung saan man siya, sa family niya, sa mga kaibigan niya.
Kukwento.
Sasabihin niya, you missed a great show.
Mhm.
So, I think that also contributed to why I'm still around.
Let's talk about yung biggest na hindi mo, unforgettable concert mo. Ano yun?
Ang dami kasi dahil memorable. I can't single out one thing kasi there's certain shows that they are memorable for a reason. I'll give you an example. Yung show ko sa Shine On, sa Rizal Theater, when I did that. That was my first eh. Imagine mo, guest ko nun, si Sharon Cuneta. Andun pa si Regine. Regine was starting out. But at that time, Sharon was Sharon already, and then she guested in my show. And another memorable concert for me would be yung Folk Arts Theater ko na show. Full Blast.
Ay, yeah. Hindi ko makalimutan yun.
Oh, Full Blast. That time, inamin ko na may girlfriend ako. Kasi that time, hindi pwede yung sobrang selosa yung mga fans na walang girlfriend. Inamin ko. Nilabas ko pa siya sa stage.
Anong response ng tao?
Yung iba gusto Ang dami nagkikwento sa akin after that, yung iiyakan yung mga ibang fans. Pero kasi nung time na yon, gusto ko kasi patunayan dun sa girlfriend ko at that time.
Namahal mo
ko
siya.
Kasi for the longest time, tintago ko siya eh. Hindi siya pwedeng mong sabihin, hindi mo pwedeng aminin. There were just talks. Eh sabi ko, gusto mong papatunayan ko na mahal kita.
Oo.
So after nung show, yung parang anchor, lumabas ako, kasama ko siya.
Wow, grabe yun. Oy, kayo na lang mag-investigate ha. Hindi to show ni OG at Mama OG at saka Christy per minute. Kaya kayo na mag-investigate.
Matagal na yun, matagal na.
Oo.
So, but that's a memorable show. Another one, ito, mas recent. This happened during the pandemic. We were in the US. Show namin ni Jessa. It was called Revelation. Diba, there was a variant na lumabas yung Delta ba yun? O Omicron na. Parang lumabas yung variant na yun. Nagtatakot na naman yung mga tao. And then kausap ko yung producer namin. January yun eh. Kakaano pa lang nung sabi ko, March yung show. Nagka-cancela na yung ibang shows. Sabi niya, what's your call? Tinatanong ako. Sabi ko, tutuloy natin to. Alam mo, grabe talaga yung pinagdaanan namin doon. Kasi the title of the show is Revelation eh. And it allowed me to share on stage why it was a revelation. Of course, ang revelation kasi, nire-reveal namin yung buhay namin ni Jessa, yung show. It was done to the show. But also, Revelation, in the book of the Bible, the book of Revelation, a lot of people, when they read Revelation,
negative eh. Yung parang nakakatakot.
Parang fear, di ba? Actually, it's not.
It's a promise eh.
It's about hope.
Yeah, it's about hope.
It's about hope. Yun yung lumabas na message doon.
Wow.
It was so powerful. Tsaka ito yung show na yon, that was the first show the major show, pumalpak lahat sa behind the scenes.
During the show?
The show itself, di ba, naka-set up na kami. Tataka kami, ang tagal nung soundcheck, nag-ano na kami, naghihintay kami sa labas. Hindi mapatunog nung mga tech.
Oh, no.
Yung sound, wala kaming soundcheck. Yung banda, talagang nakatunog yung banda. Yung mics namin, hindi naka-on, first time.
So, paano nangyari yun? Concert?
Alam mo nung time na yun talaga, first time. Miski musical director ko, napaiyak siya. Kasi nung time na yun, sabi ko, wala na tayong magagawa. This is like really trusting God.
Pero natuloy, naayos naman.
Yun nga eh. Nung lumabas yung show, it was one of the best shows ever. We could not believe it. I mean, it was not perfect, but the response ng tao, everything came out. May nagkaroon kayo ng mic. Amazing. It was just God's providence. It was God telling us, I got you.
Yeah.
Do not fear.
Ito, probably some people right now na may pinagdadaanan din na ganun, yung parang feeling nila they're not in control of the situation. What can you tell them right now?
Focus on the things that you can control, and those that you can't, you submit to God. Because at the end of the day, ultimately, it's His will, not yours. If you put your trust and faith in Him, then you will live a victorious life.
Pag-usapan na natin yung current love life mo na ngayon. O paano kayo nag-meet ni Jessa? Oo.
Very controversial din yung buhay namin na yun. Yung phase ng buhay namin. Kasi no one thought that kaming dalawa would be an item. Kasi una-una, isang dekada yung age gap namin eh.
Hindi naman halata eh.
Kung sasabihin sa kanya yan. Nape-pressure siya.
Oo, baka di ba?
Na.
It's either she looks more mature or you look younger.
But my looking young is also thanks to her.
Oo naman.
Man, kasi you have a supportive wife and the wife na nasikaso ka, malaking bagay yun.
Oo. So, paano ba talaga kayo nag-meet? At saka, paano kayo nag-hit?
Concert.
Oo.
Nag-guest ako sa show niya. Kinuha ako as a guest. Tapos, ayoko pa nga gawin. Kasi nung time na yun, yung manager ko, hindi sinabi sa akin na may show ako doon. Tsaka hindi ko alam kung ano yung talent fee ko. Tapos biglang magre-rehearsal na ako. Pinatawagan ako nung handler ko. Mag-rehearse ka. Sabi ko, saan? Para saan? Kasi may show ka sa ano. Yung pala binook niya na may show pala ako.
Concert ni Jessa yun.
Concert ni Jessa. Tapos sabi ko, ayoko ng ora-orada. Ba't naman ganon? Ganyan. Tapos sabi, hindi na siya kukuha ng komisyon basta gawin mo na sa akin. Tapos sabi ko, sige nga, gawin ko. At nung time na yun, nagagandahan na ako. Kilala ko na si Jessa noon from afar. I mean, I know her, pero hindi ko siya.
Pero nung na-meet mo siya,
up close?
Personal? O anong nangyari?
Ganda. Naka-white shirt lang siya, tsaka maong nag-rehearse. Doon mo makikita na yung ganda ng babae, naka-white shirt lang, tapos maong, tapos makikita mo talagang maganda siya. Tapos nandun lang siya, tapos very friendly siya. And then, we were supposed to do a duet Nabiglaan. Nag-request yung producer. Sabi ko, sige, pero para hindi ka na mahirapan, sabi ko sa kanya, kung ano na lang yung alam mo, aaralin ko.
Sabi mo kay Jessa?
Sabi ko, bigay mo sa akin kung yung study or something. So, I have to get your number. Style. Wala namang ibang way eh. Alam naman sabi ko, kukunin ko. Kanina ko ba kukunin? Sa kanya dahil siya di yun. Binigay naman niya. And then, when we got to talk, dapat mga 10-20 minutes lang yun. 2 oras na, enjoy pa rin kami. Tapos, nagkakasiyahan kami, gano'n. And then, we were hit.
Pero during that time, abuti na lang, single kayong dalawa.
Yes. That was also kaya timing change.
Oo. So, gaano katagal yung courtship period?
So, January yun, di ba?
Oo.
After 6 months, I proposed to her.
Wow.
After a year, we got married. Less than a year. Kasi 6 months, June yun eh. We got married March of 20.
Pero sandali lang. Pero napakahirap din para during that time sa isang artista naman na babae na ikakasal kasi ma-affect yung career also. Di ba? Siyempre, kung ikaw, pantasya ng kababaihan, siya naman pantasya ng kalalakihan.
Yeah.
Di ba? During that time, was there also an issue regarding that?
Oh, yeah. That was the height of Jessa's career. As in, she was Jessa Zaragoza at the time. Kaya it was such a big thing, big deal. Sobrang laman kami ng The Bus. Dahil pang issue, kaya daw inagaw ako or ganito, nag-2-time pa ako, which was all
not true.
Kasi
wala na nun
showbiz, But, syempre, showbiz yan eh. The things are exaggerated, blown out of proportion. But we weathered the storm eh. Kaya nga yung team song namin, Glory of Love. Si I'm the man who will fight for your own. Kasi pinatunayan ko sa kanya na, no, I will. Kasi normally, didismiss mo yan. But I had to tell the people na hindi totoo yung ina-accuse nyo.
Ilang taon na kayo mag-asawa?
Now, it's 2024. So, we will be 23 years on March 18.
Anong sikreto?
Alam mo, God. Si God. Kasi, alam mo, yung sabi mo, there's no such thing as a perfect marriage. Eh. But, when you always go back to your center, which is God, there's a certain bond that it creates na matibay. And malaking bagay, may anak din kami, of course, si Jada. Hindi naman, we're not gonna pretend we've had our issues all throughout, but it has become less and less, and we're very thankful talaga and grateful that pareho kami ng faith. It's not about being perfect. Eh. It's about humbling yourself and submitting
Mm.
na God designed us a certain way.
Mm.
There's God's design for a man and God's design for a woman.
Mm.
And we just have to play that part. Kasi once you start messing up God's design, that's where chaos begins.
Ito naman, biggest financial challenge naman you've experienced siguro as a couple. Ano yung pinakamalaking problema niyo?
Kaya syempre, may mga all throughout naman, di ba? Yeah, we're purchasing a property or something. May utang, di ba? And there were times na magbabayad ka, di ba? Alam mo naman buhay ng artist.
Kaya nga.
Minsan, tuloy-tuloy yan. Tapos biglang merong times na wala. So, how are you going to go from month to month or something? So, malaking bagay talaga naging.
Nangyari rin ba?
Oo. May mga times noon.
Season?
There
Gaano
was a
katagal?
season. Hindi naman alam mo, that's why God's provision it's amazing. We're really humbled by it. Kasi hindi niya kami pinabayaan talaga. Always may dadating at may dadating. Alam mo, Chinks, yung pandemya,
Hmm.
diba the live show? Ang buhay namin live shows,
Oo
diba?
nga, nawala lahat eh.
Zero yan, diba?
So, paano kayo nag-survive?
Everybody, di ba, nagbebentahan ng bahay. Akala namin, baka ibebenta na namin yung bahay namin. But no, alam mo, God's provision during that time, talagang pag naaalala ko ngayon, napapaiyak nga ako kasi, nung time na wala na yung mga live shows, we lost millions kasi we had shows na,
Tama,
naka-schedule na eh.
Tama.
So, na-cut yun. I was provided a regular TV show.
Oh,
I had a commercial. Out of the blue, bigla ako nagkaroon ng commercial. Nagulat nga kami. And then, we were able to travel pa nga sa States. Nakapag-show pa kami sa... Yung ganung klaseng mga
So,
And then si Jada, her career, kasi ito starting, siya rin nagkaroon ng opportunities. I mean, that's why hindi kami pwedeng maging bitter or ungrateful kasi talagang provide talaga niya. Kaya, yun, that whole pandemic was a challenge. But God's faithfulness was just in full display.
So, let's talk about yung naman. Siyempre, both of you are earning money, di ba? Si Jessa and you. How do you decide on things that you want to buy sa bahay?
Magandang tanong yan. Meron kaming budget, di ba? Pero, hindi si Jessa kasi I'm blessed to have a wife who's very frugal. Alam mo yung frugal?
Oh,
Hindi siya maluho.
talaga?
Hindi siya maluho. Maski nga yung mga alahas, ako bumibili ng alahas niya eh.
Ay, hindi siya bumibili.
Hindi siya,
Bakit? Ano yung
you should
psychology?
ask her. I don't understand. Yung minsan nga yung Honey, meron ako, pwede ko ba sabihin, honey?
Sige na, i-reveal mo na.
Hindi, meron ako engagement ring na binigay sa kanya. Nawala niya yung engagement ring.
Oh, tapos?
Binila ko siya ng isa pang engagement ring.
Oh.
Nawala din ulit niya.
Hindi, para siguro sa kanya, hindi material ang sa kanya.
Hindi talaga eh. Kasi ang mom ko naman, maano yan bili tong alahas to, maganda to. Kasi
Oo.
ganitong value nito, ganyan. So pag ako, tas may extra money ako, without thinking, naniniwala ako sa mami ko, inibili ko, tas nireregalo ko kay Jessa. So yun, I mean, pero hindi talaga siya, pero, naman si Jessa, ang hilig naman niya, yung mga, dami niyang binibili para sa bahay, mga gamit sa bahay.
Oo, homemaker siya.
Lotion, shampoo. Sabi ko, ang dami naman ito. Magtatayo ba tayo ng sari-sari store? Nagsa-stock up siya. Tapos, tsaka sa food. Gusto niya, may food sa bahay, mga ganun. So, pagdating sa finances,
Magaling
she
siya.
entrusts it to me. Now, as far as decision is what to purchase, what to buy, I consult her. But then, she alludes to me. Parang, sige dad, anong decision mo? Anong
Wow,
wisdom
galing.
mo? So, ganun.
Galing, Alam mo, sobra kang blessed. So, ito naman, ngayon, di ba, showbiz, di ba, doon ang main source of income. Meron ba yung ibang source of income? Naniniwala ka ba na kailangan may ibang sources?
Naniniwala ako. Pero right now, you're right. That's our main source of income. But we want to parang diversify.
Okay.
Na hindi lang yung kami lagi sa harap ng stage. We want to be behind the scenes. Na later on, kahit di na kami kumakanta, sabi ko kay Jessa, my dream is, I want to sing not because I have to, but because I want to.
Tama.
Diba? And, you develop passive incomes. The music that you write, minsan ganun yun yung mga intellectual property, yun, umikita ka na doon. Tapos, pag nagpo-produce, mga ganun, di ba? But we also want to develop business outside the entertainment industry. We were thinking for the longest time coming up with the restaurant, but dinidiscourage kami sa restaurant business. Ang
Alam
dami.
mo,
Oh,
kung galit ako sa'yo,
oh. Yun ang sinabi sa akin.
oo.
Sasabihin, pumasok ka sa
Oo.
restaurant, di ba? Yun ang sinabi sa akin ng isa ko rin kaibigan.
Oo.
Nung sinasabi niya, kung hindi kita kaibigan, sasabihin ko pumasok ka. Pero kaibigan kita, wag.
Mm-mm.
Pero napapag-isip kami, isa yung mga possibilities. We're trying to constantly try to find an opportunity where we can invest. But right now, we invest in property.
Mm-mm.
Siyempre, yun nga, sabi mo kanina, tama, yung nag-appreciate. And we wanna look at other forms of investment.
Mm-mm.
Pero ang main source talaga is entertainment.
Okay, let's talk about biggest money mistake. Kaya syempre, alam mo, it took a lot of years for us to earn money. It took a lot of years for us to save the money. But sometimes it only takes one bad decision that you lose money. Meron ka bang maalala na talagang kapalpakan, talagang nawala medyo big chunk of your pera na pinagsisihan?
Well, very conservative kami sa mag-invest eh. So, which is also, there's a downside to it na you invest small, you make small. You invest small, you lose small, di ba? That's the upside. The downside is, you miss out on certain opportunities. Like, I told you, minsan, sana mayroong isang share, no, na binili mo sana at a certain time. Eh, kung ngayon, worth 10 times already what it is, then you could have sold it. Yung mga ganun na, sana naisip mo yun, yung foresight na yun. Marami akong ganun na I missed out on. As far as yung losing money is concerned, eh sabi mo nga, di ba, money in the bank is money lost. So we want to, we're developing that na not to put all our money sa bangko because hindi yun ang wise decision. So we wanna invest on
So ang
other
nangyari
things.
sa'yo, it's more of lost opportunities,
Yeah.
not because of you invested and lost money.
I think if ever there was, I mean, it would be probably, let's say yung property namin, tapos bumili kami ng bahay, we sold it at an amount na hindi namin na ano yung na-appreciate. So nabenta namin dun sa amount lang na binili namin. So parang
Lost opportunity
lost
lang.
opportunity rin. Oh. Ganun lang naman siya.
Okay.
Kasi kinailangan na namin ibenta dahil papang down namin dun sa isang bahay. Pero ngayon, nabawi na rin namin kasi yung value ng bahay namin
Tumaas
ngayon is much, much more. So, okay lang din.
Siyempre, marami ring nakikinig at nanonood ngayon na gustong matuto kay Ding Dong regarding sa best money decision that you've ever made in your life. Ano yung pinaka-best personally? Ikaw?
Invest in a property. Sa akin, yun talaga. Especially this house that we just had recently. In hindsight, talagang puro upside yun eh.
Oo. Di ba, hindi ka matatalo talaga.
Hindi ka matatalo sa real estate. For me, that's the best thing. Saka, marry well. Marry well.
Ano yung very well?
Mili ka na mapapakasalan mo na hindi ka papahirapan. Di ba?
Totoo yun. Ano yun, 25 years na kami this year.
Kailangan kasi you have to find someone na magiging partner mo eh. Na hindi ka, di ba, parang lagi ka sisisihin maya or dapat supportive. Kayo, vice versa.
Oo.
And tries to see the best in you. Ako, I've always si Jessa, I'd like to believe that all these years, I mean, she's an even better performer now than when she started out. And that is because of my constant sa kanya.
Coaching.
And encouragement. Because, not many people realize how good a performer Jessa is. Kasi nga, she was confined to her hits, which is fine. I mean, maganda yun. May original ka eh. You have your hit songs. But as a performer, lahat ng mga tao na napapanood siya for the first time, they're all in awe. Because she's such a fantastic performer. Hindi siya yung biritera eh. Pero she has so much presence on stage and she has a distinct voice. Tapos visually, ang ganda ni Jessa. So, sabi ko, you have all the elements.
Sobrang in love pa rin si
Ano lang, syempre kailangan talaga, you have to appreciate your
Ito, siguro last na, itong let's say you wake up with 100 million pesos in your bank, di ba? 100 million pesos na bank. Anong gagawin mo sa 100 million mo?
Buy property.
Property ba rin?
Alam mo, lahat naman yan material aspect. At the end of the day, Chink, hindi natin madadala yan, di ba?
Tama.
What is important is our relationship with God and, di ba, our salvation. But if you have that kind of money, you try to live a lifestyle na okay, komportable ka. But if I can help people,
Yeah.
bakit hindi? 'Di ba? I will help. May mga iba lumalapit nga sa akin, minsan na parang ano yung feeling na gusto mong tumulong pero hanggang doon ka lang eh, 'di ba? And yung mga iba na yon, I tell them straight, hanggang dito lang ako, pasensya na, 'di ba? But if I had more, that's what I want to do. I want to help people.
Kaya nga, that's the reason why I want to also challenge people who's watching right now. And also you, na you live a better life, a comfortable life. Pero hindi pa tapos si Lord. Hindi pa tapos si Lord sa iyo. Ako naniniwala ako, may purpose ang blessing. The reason why God wants to bless you and me, so that we can become a blessing to others. Kaya nga, lahat ng mga nakikinig at nanonood, I want to challenge you na huwag mo isipin yung komportable buhay mo na kumakain ka ng 3 beses ang araw, okay ka na. Dapat ang prayer mo, prayer natin, na kumita tayo ng sobra-sobra. Hindi naman para para lalo pag gumanda ang buhay natin. No, para meron tayong pangtulong sa ibang tao.
Na nangangailangan.
Di ba?
Ito yun.
Uy guys, kung nag-agree kayo sa sinasabi namin na pinagpala ka ng Diyos para maging pagpapala ka sa kapwa, mag-comment kayo sa comment section. Pero ito na lang, ito yung last. Meron akong papakita sa iyo, i-challenge kita. Gusto mo bang makaipon ng 100,000? Oo.
Wow.
Oh, ito. May challenge tayo.
Ano yan?
Oh, ito. Gumawa kami ng ipon cards.
Uy,
At ang ipon cards. Ngayon, ang gagawin lang natin, magandang game to, pipili ka lang ng cards. Ng isa. Oo, pili.
may 100,000 dyan?
Basta pumili ka
Sige,
lang.
sige,
Oh,
sige.
pumili ka.
Sige, ito.
Ayan. Oh, tapos baliktarin mo. Basahin mo siya.
Last call duration challenge. Kunin ang last call time duration mo using your cellphone at yun ang amount na iuhulog mo sa ipon box. Example, 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Or 3 and 10 equals 310 pesos.
Oo. So, yan ang ilalagay mo sa ipon mo, ipon box.
Oo.
Ito yung ipon box. Ayan, pakita natin tong ipon box.
Alam mo, ito nakakatuwa si Chinky. Ang abilidad nito para makapag-ipon.
Oo.
Doon pa tayo, alam ko na, business-minded ka, tsaka marami
Mamaya mo
ka
na ikwento yung konti. Ito. Ito naman tong ipon box naman to.
Oo.
Dito mo ihuhulog yung mga kunyari, bago mo ihulog, kunyari 300. So, shade mo tatlong 100. Para malaman mo visually.
Okay.
Kahit di mo pa
nalalagay
binubuksan. Tapos lalagay mo yung perang bariya, papel dito.
Ang galing.
Oo. Yan, bibigyan din kita nito, ha? Bibigyan din kita nito. Isa pa. One more.
Sige. Hanap tayo. Dito. Sige, baka 100,000 daw to eh. Sandali. Ayan. Ay, ang dami naman ito. What's your name challenge? Maghulog sa ipon box ng total amount kapag inad ang lahat ng mga letters ng buong name, middle name at surname mo.
Ito, dingdong abansado. Si letter D, 20 pesos. So, pag in-add mo yan ay magiging mo.
Yun yung magiging total na idalagay mo sa ipon box mo.
So, yan, bibigyan ko na sa itong ipon cards na
Oy.
ito. At syempre,
Thank you.
bibigyan ko rin ng buong
you.
set ng books ko. Akin na, yung buong set ng books.
Wow. Chinks, ha? Ang dami nitong mga
Oo.
naiisip mo, ha?
Meron yan. Saan yung buong set? Nandyan yata.
Napaka-creative mo
Yeah.
talaga.
Yung 6 books.
Alam mo, pag pinanood niyo yung pelikula namin, makikita niyo si Chinky kung ano nung binibenta sa I Love You 3 Times. Mayroon sa Estudyante Blues.
I love you.
Yung nagbebenta ka?
Estudyante Blues.
Estudyante
tayo.
Blues, oo.
Estudyante Blues tayo. 6 books.
Oh, wow.
I have written already actually 17 books. 17.
17 books.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Ito yung 6 na libro na bibigay ko sa iyo. Diary of a Pulubi.
Thank you.
Oo. Ito yung yung mga shopping na Pulubi later, kape-kape ng Pulubi later, travel na Pulubi later. Yung mga nape-pressure ka bumili na hindi mo naman kailangan. Ito, paano mag-ipon, paano matuto mag-budget, utang free, paano makawala sa utang, gusto mong magnegosyo, ito na, may negosyo diary.
Ang ganda.
At gusto matuto mag-invest, yayaman ni diary.
Ang galing. Paano mo naiisip to? Tsaka saan mo pinapagawa to? Saan mo binibenta? Online lang?
Yeah, online, tsaka sa mga speaking engagements ko, yan. Oo.
Okay. So, ikaw ang nito, lahat?
Yeah, I wrote everything, yeah.
Wow.
Diba? Parang hindi makapaniwala si si Dingdong sa syempre, pakwento mga Dingdong anong ginagawa ko during break nung nagsushooting tayo.
Nagbebenta yan ng kung ano-ano, pagkain, fishball ba binibenta? Ano ba binibenta mo? Hindi, may mga binibenta ka eh.
mga toilet bowl cleaner.
Oh, yung mga,
lahat.
ayan, yung mga ganyan.
Oo, tapos yung sa gulong,
Oh, yeah, tama. Sabi sa gulong.
rechargeable fan.
Oh, ganyan
Natanda
si
mo.
Chinky, ang daming, talagang ang sipag niyan magbenta, tsaka ano, laging may pera yan. Kasi marunong talaga. Tsaka tanong mo, yung unang concert, yung Love Struck, parang sobra-sobra tayong tao na pinapanood mo.
Oo, grabe yun, grabe yun. Dami.
Nasa stage na nakatayo na doon sa speaker kasi sobrang apaw yung tao nun.
Oo,
Buti
grabe.
hindi tayo pinasara ng
Grabe, those were the
Martian.
days. Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat,
Maraming
Ding
salamat,
Dong.
Chinks.
Uy, Ding Dong, do you have social media where people can
Oh
follow?
yes, you can. I have an Instagram account, Ding Dong Avanzado, and also sa Facebook. What do you call this? Ding Dong Avanzado. You just type Ding Dong Avanzado and may blue check yun. So you can follow me on Facebook and or Instagram. Wala pa ako. People are encouraging me to go to TikTok, pero wala akong time eh. Pero one of these days magti-TikTok ako, pero hindi pa ako meron ako account pero hindi ako active.
Yan, di bale. Sooner or later. Maraming salamat for catching us. This one of our many, marami pa tayong mga kwentong impunaryo, talagang nakaka-proud talaga itong si Ding Dong. And I know na talagang marami kayong natutunan ngayon. At kung meron pa kayong gustong pa-interview sa akin na mga tao na palagay nyo na worth really talking to, please, pakitype na lang sa comment section. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. Tatandaan, tamang karunungan, tamang disiplina po ang susi sa pagyaman.